Now they say that puberty starts at the age of 13 and you start feeling an affinity for who you love at that age. You start feeling hormones at that age, but I feel like it starts a little bit earlier than that. Around 12 or 11 years old, I feel like everyone had their own, crushes begin at that age. As early as 12, maybe even 11, you started to gain affinity for whoever you may love, man or woman, any gender. Shit, for niggas, it felt like we started to get that shit even earlier than that. Cause I swear I was 8 years old with a couple of crushes. But besides the schoolyard, it seemed that everyone had crushes begin in media, with the shows you watch, the movies you watch. And in today's video, I'm gonna be going over some of my childhood crushes. Some I may still have to this day. Alright, up first on these lists of childhood crushes, Dr. Umar, forgive me, please, but I believe this is like my first crush that I can think back on. It's Kelly from WWE. Now, I was a WWE baby since 2006, and I think everyone was before it became cool to call it fake, you know, and everyone kind of stopped watching. But the year is 2008, I'm 8 years old, and I see my first Kelly entrance. It was love at first sight. My heart fluttered. Now at this point, I didn't know what was happening to me. My blood was pumping, my heart was racing. I watched her entire match from start to finish, mesmerized. And I was like, is this love? That's when I knew that I loved women. Now, you know you got your little crushes in preschool, you know you hold your little quote-unquote girlfriend that you play house with hand or whatever, but no. This was when the moment I knew that I loved women. I loved them. You know, also know I'm half milkman, and I feel like this is where my half milkman addiction came from, because I used to watch a lot of WWE. I still do to this day, and back then, especially coming up, a majority of the roster had white women. I don't think it was like one black girl until like 2009. But Kelly was the one for me, man. Long legs, long blonde hair. And it wasn't just her. It was a lot of women on the roster that I was fucking crushing on at that time period. But if I go through them all, this video is gonna be an hour long. And also, I just feel like y'all just needed to get the gist of like who my first real crush was. Up next on our list of childhood crushes, we have Mrs. Incredible. Now, I feel like this lady has made everyone's childhood crush tier list. How could she not, you know? I mean, she has it all. A head on her shoulders. She was a protector. She taught. Who the fuck am I kidding? It was that ass, right? It was that ass for all of us, right? Like, I mean, let's be being here, you know? Man, it was something about seeing Miss Incredible that just lit a fire in your soul. Like, you know what I mean? And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, man. If you don't, you don't. Miss Incredible should be on your childhood crushes. She should be in your crushes now. Shit. We all need a woman like Helen Parr in our life, especially in today's generation. But I feel like this one has been talked about so much that I'm gonna just move on to the next one because it's like duh, right? Up next, we got Megan Fox. Megan Fox made my childhood, man. From movies like Jennifer's Body to movies like Transformers, Megan Fox has been a reoccurring figure in my crush life. But come on, man, y'all saw her in Transformers. That was peak. That was peak female. That's what God had in mind when Adam and Eve was put on this planet. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all can't tell me that. Like, Michael Bay knew what he was doing. Movies like Jennifer's Body was just a cherry on top. I damn near lost my mind when I saw that movie. I fucking recorded it, watched it 7 times over. If you haven't seen it, go give it a watch. You'll understand why. Megan Fox, a true woman to fight in World War III over. Up next on this list of childhood crushes, we got Black Cat. Now, Black Cat, she was a recurring figure in your favorite Spider-Man animated series. Beautiful, long blonde hair. She was kind of like a bad girl that you knew was bad for Peter, but you kind of hoped that she turned around her life one day. Kind of like the same feeling with Catwoman. You kind of hope that Bruce finally got over the fact that she was like a cat burglar and maybe she like grew out of it or something, but at the end of the day, she's never gonna do it because she's just a thief at heart. That he hoped one day that she would turn around her life for crime. I don't even actually know if she did. I never really finished the animated series of Spider-Man, regardless of how deep I was into it, but yeah, Black Cat, she was one of them ones. Up next, we got Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Now, I feel like Belle, she could sing, she was talented, like she had it all. One of the things I liked about her the most is that she was the first person to give Beast a chance, you know? I loved Beauty and the Beast as a kid. I watched this shit like a million fucking times. Can I tell you what the movie was all about, like, wholeheartedly? No, I remember bits and pieces, but coming from a kid who was bullied himself, she really gave Beast a try. Like, everyone else was running away from this nigga, and oh my god, he's fucking hideous. Oh my god, he's a fucking beast. But Belle was one of them realest ones. Like, she honestly, like, she was a little startled at first, but she warmed up to him, and she actually gave him a chance, and they ended up being together. She looked past. It was the ultimate don't judge a book by its cover story, you know? And I feel like that's why Belle like connected with me so much as a kid. Like, beautiful, talented, smart, had to put her on this list. Now up next on this list we have Gwen from Total Drama Island. I loved many of the women from the first season of Total Drama Island, from Lindsay to Heather to Courtney to Bridget, shit, even Lashana. Like, all them hoes could have caught it, let's be honest. Besides the one with the braces and glasses, I can't remember her name. What was it, like Betty or something? Like Margaret? It was something like that. Now I know, especially in black culture, we see those type of people dressed like that and we automatically start thinking, cut my life into pieces, this is my last resort. But it was something about Gwen, her attitude, her character, like, you know, you connected with her. And also it's just like, who don't like a good goth girl? Like, come on now. You telling me you scrolling through social media, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you scrolling, and you see a girl dressed in all black head to toe, black hairstyle, and you don't feel nothing. Piercings, you don't feel nothing. That alternative style, you don't feel nothing. You're capping. You can't tell me you didn't feel anything, buddy. Up next on this list, we have Jane from Tarzan. Now, Jane. Tarzan is another one of my favorite movies I used to watch as a kid. She was just slow and patient, kind of like the same thing with Belle. She didn't judge Tarzan, you know what I'm saying? She was teaching him, she was calm, and she was bad as fuck. Like, let's keep it a bean here. You telling me you wouldn't fuck Jane? Like, come on, y'all. Like, in the beginning of Tarzan, she had that Pippi Longstocking ass dress on, that old uppity ass dress, that old Queen's Gambit ass dress. But let's keep it a bean. When she came out that motherfucker, you was like, okay, Jane, okay. Now, I feel like I've listed a lot of my Caucasian women, so let's drop a little melanin in here, man. We got Trina Proud from the Proud family. What was her name? Trina? Tasha? Trudy? Something like that. Oh my gosh. You can't tell me this woman wasn't bad to you as a kid, man. This just seems like a no-brainer. She had the sassiness and assertiveness of a black queen, you know what I mean? Like, she gave off that MILF energy. I can't explain it. Like, that, like, tell me what to do energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck here. Up next on this list, we got Marceline from Adventure Time. I feel like Marceline gave off kind of like a homie energy, but still kind of gave off like a crush energy. Like a girl like Marceline in real life definitely is one you want to marry. You know what I mean? Like, cool as fuck, talented. You know what I'm saying? One you could joke with, chill with, tell all your problems, and she wouldn't judge you. Up next on this list, we got Gabriel Union, but like a specific Gabriel Union from like Bad Boys 2. Like, not Gabriel Union now. Like, she just seems real like momish, and especially from this clip.
What's it? Is that because my breath stinks? Yeah.
I just can't get over it. Like, that was awful. Like, why does it stink? It looks like it's dark outside. Like, that's kind of awful, no? But in Bad Boys 2, Gabriel Union was bad, boy. She had lips, her skin was glowing, that melanin was glowing in that sun, boy. Gabrielle Union to be one of them ones for me coming up. I'm telling you, boy, from Daddy's Little Girls to Bad Boys, man, she was one of them ones. Up next on our list, we got Megan Good. Now, Megan Good. Man, when I tell y'all I would fight in World War III immediately if it meant that I could just talk to Megan Good. What's up with all the Megans being bad as fuck? I swear, like, Megan Good was like that type of bad that made you like not mad. Like, she could take you out of your anger just by looking at her, you know what I mean? The lips, the hair, the skin. Megan Good was bad as fuck, man. She still is. She's in her prime. Up next on this list, last but certainly not least, we got Sophia Vergara. Now, I've had a crush on this woman ever since the first time I saw her, which I can't even remember. But one of the first times I seen her that stuck with me throughout all my life was her in Soul Plane. Oh my goodness. She made this movie rewatchable. She gave this movie replay value. Sophia Vergara, she's a dime a dozen. She is bad, sexy as fuck, all the way down from her hair to her goddamn accent. Head to toe, bad as hell, sexy as shit, then sexy as shit now. You can't tell me otherwise, and I'm willing to die on that hill. Every time I saw her in a movie, I knew I was gonna finish that movie. I was gonna watch it from start to finish. She's just bad as hell in every meaning of the word. And if any nigga wanna box me over that, we can do it, because I'm standing on that. Now I absolutely can make another one of these, maybe like 4 of them. But if you guys wanna see another one, you're gonna have to hit that like button, beat the fuck out of it. You're gonna have to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this list, man. Am I tripping? Is it somebody I missed? Oh, they can definitely make part 2. Oh, they can. Oh, they will. But I just wanna let y'all guys know that I love y'all. Appreciate the love and support. And I love y'all. I'm out.
What you mean them feelings gone? What you mean you don't fuck with me? I mean, back then you used to be my wife, used to be my life, used to be my everything. Shorty wanna come back and suck us. I'm moving on to the next thing. Damn, mom and child.